as y'all can see, the room is clean. You know, y'all get most special stuff because y'all come check us out on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, y'all get a little more extra. You see, I got the ambiance over there. Vlog just went live. My notes on the mirror. I'm clean, okay? I'm clean. So, while I tell y'all the rest of the story, because it ain't a story if I don't finish it, you know what I'm saying? I gotta finish it. However, text me. So, for y'all that need like a recap of what I was talking about for the continuation of this, I'm gonna need y'all to stop. Hit stop right now. Hit 2 reasons. Go on and subscribe, 1, okay? 2nd, take your butt back to the last vlog. The one that said story time, retail manager shenanigans, okay? Go back so you can be all the way caught up and watch that, okay? Because in order for you to understand where I'm about to go next with this story, you must watch that, okay? Now, we got that all clear. Y'all, I'm about to do my makeup, and some of y'all like when I do story times and I do my makeup. Y'all know I don't particularly like them because they get long and I can't multitask. Y'all know that, you know. Sometimes I be thinking I got ADHD, like for real. Y'all know Jada, she's been diagnosed with it. But sometimes I think I have it. I don't know, cause my mind just be thinking faster than my mouth sometimes, okay? So y'all, I'm gonna do these brows, and let me think right quick. In the last scene, part 1, I was talking about, I painted the picture of what type of Cracker Barrel I worked at, right? Gangsta all the way. Gangsta grade A, okay? Because it was legit gangsta over there, right? Like you had to have some street cred to work at that freaking Cracker Barrel, real talk. So y'all, I tell y'all I was sitting in the car getting ready to leave, right? The manager seen a truck pop up. Manager in question was out there unlocking them, because they be locked, y'all. Don't think them rocking chairs just sitting up there and they like free for all. No, they be locked up, chained up, and they were unlocked. Truck backed up, truck loaded 4 of them on the truck, okay? So y'all, we have a hotline. So if you want to be anonymous and, you know, report something you've seen, you know, you can do so, and like they will never know. All they gonna do is, you know, take the lead. And, you know, also, y'all, this story right here is like, when I say I had to go to Dominican on their ass, I really did. I had to literally like take a break from the environment. So, because it got so intense. And it's because companies can be careless. They say that you can call and you can be anonymous and all of this crap. But then when you do that, then somehow it get leaked that it was you. Where they do that shit at, okay? So then, what happened, y'all? I got to work the next day, and said manager that, you know, I'm talking about, I'm not gonna give this person a name, but let me just say this. We're gonna give this person a name. Bill, okay? Bill was very, very well liked in this store. Everybody loved Bill, all right? Bill had a good rapport with the staff, the whole shebang. Y'all already heard from the previous story time that, you know, I kind of learned my lesson, you know, not to come in and, you know, be trying to be buddies and friends with your employees, because it will backfire. It really will. And depending on the position that you're in, and at Cracker Barrel, y'all, there is a hierarchy. The hierarchy is this. There is a general manager, the GM. They are responsible for the entire restaurant, okay? The whole damn building. Next in line is the retail manager. That's me, okay? Because I am over everything dealing with the retail merchandise that the store sells. Everything. I'm responsible for the shipment, inventory, the shrinkage, everything, the payroll, everything. I'm responsible for. So me and him are like even kill playing fields, all right? And we have meetings weekly where we talk about profits, losses, P&L report, the whole shebang, okay? However, then there are restaurant managers, okay? That's next on the hierarchy. Restaurant managers, and generally speaking, you have about maybe anywhere from 5 to 6 of them. And then you have one retail, like supervisor, like a lead. You have one of those. So literally it's me, and then it's a lead or a supervisor, and then the rest of the retail staff, because I was over all the retail people and the cashiers. I did their schedules, everything. But ultimately, we partners, okay? I used to hate when they said this, because I don't even like the term, like, we married. No, the hell we not. I got one husband, okay? One. Don't say that shit to me. However, like a marriage, you're supposed to partner and work together. Well, I mentioned the situation that I witnessed, and I told the GM that I seen Bill with my own 2 eyes. I seen Bill load these rocking chairs onto a truck. Now, y'all, we have cameras like everywhere, okay? Stock room, back room, back of the house, the refrigerator, the porch, everywhere, all right? But somehow when I asked them to go back and check this footage, so, you know, you don't think I'm just coming for Bill, right? Why the camera was down, y'all? How convenient was that? The camera was down. I was like, okay, can't prove nothing with Bill. Not now. Bill gonna slip though. And Bill did kind of slip. Let me say what Bill did next. Bill then had the audacity to be wearing something that we sell in the retail shop. However, never seen Bill purchase this. Didn't know Bill was interested in stuff like this. So, Bill, you know, I'm just being observant because that's what I am and that's what I'm supposed to be if I'm the manager, right? So, I went in and I looked at journal tape, y'all. And, you know, you can check all the employee transactions, whole 9. Anywho, we're going to carry on. Y'all, I never found this particular thing that I saw Bill wearing. Never saw that Bill purchased it. So, I put in an inquiry with the loss prevention. This time, I didn't leave like anonymous because I had a great working relationship with loss prevention. Yeah, I think in my former life, like I really could have been like a great LP investigator, okay? Because like I was good at it. Like I'm still good at it. Like I be calling people out on the floor where we work at now. And y'all, we got a whole team for that. However, what happened was I put in the information, sent it to said loss prevention person, and they said that they would look into it because yeah, it's too easy to go back and look up people information. So what happened was, y'all, I left to go home that day, didn't hear back from them. Generally speaking, like I said, y'all, at Cracker Barrels, if you are a retail manager, you have an office. Okay, you have your own personal office in the stock room. However, the computer and the office is pretty much public property, meaning retail associates, they all can go in there. They can look up, you know, stuff as far as like pricing, SKUs, you know, looking up shipping because Cracker Barrel ships stuff and all that good stuff. So it's pretty much a public area. However, y'all know my office was real cute, right? It was real personalized, right? So y'all, at Norcross, there was no such thing as an office. It was a desk with a chair because the store was old. The store was like over 30 years old. Y'all, hold on. Oh, you don't have to wait because I gotta get dressed. I gotta leave out of here at 3.
You and daddy so cute, commenting on your daughter Instagram posts.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying excited commenting daughter. Oh, hi.
I'm in the middle of a story time.
About? Nothing about me, right?
No.
Because you have so many stories to tell about me.
Why do you always think it gotta be about them?
You so light-skinned. Why are you so...
Jada, you light skinned too, little girl.
Oh, I did a PowerPoint in school yesterday. And I put like, oh, my mom and my sister are YouTubers. And I put a bunch of like screenshots. And they're like, oh my god, you're like your mom's twin.
Everybody says that.
Now they say it.
Yeah,
I think
Mr.
the
Mama
older I
like
get.
it. I think the older she get too.
Oh, let me let Mom finish.
Yes,
Come
please.
on.
Sorry, y'all. I had to be Mama. See, let her talk, okay? You gotta let them talk. Anywho, y'all. I left to go home. I already told y'all it was just a desk and computer. Store was old. It was over 30 years old. Therefore, like, they didn't have like the updated version of Cracker Barrel where the retail manager literally had a office, a door that couldn't lock, okay? Like, they didn't have that set up. I just was out in the open. I work with it, y'all. It's not that serious to me. Because like I said, never ever thought I'm going to be in this type of industry forever. I know what I'm good at. I know that this is definitely a way that I can make a living. However, God got better plans for me. He do. Even at 44, he still got better plans for me. So y'all, went home, left, came back to work next day, checks my email. Loss Prevention sent me an email back replying to me saying they looking into it. However, they did notice that they did not see a purchase for said item. Bill purchased. Bill was caught when one of the retail associates opened that email, printed it, and took it to Bill. So can you imagine Bill's surprise? Because Bill is like, really? She like investigating me? Went to work that day, the next day, and y'all, it was a mess. When I tell y'all, I could tell that the atmosphere and the environment had changed because it was different. It was cold. They was mean, rude. Oh, what's happening? Hold on, it's okay. Rude, the whole shebang, y'all. And it was because word had got out that Bill was being investigated. So 2 weeks this went on. I did notify Loss Prevention that y'all fucked up, like big time. Y'all fucked up. Like, you could have sent me that email to my personal email address, but no, you sent it to the store's email, okay? The store email that everybody got privy to, right? Y'all, oh my God, I was so angry, and I was mad because I knew what this meant moving forward. Like, okay, I'm a tough chick, and I can hold my ground, and I ain't gonna back down now. I'm not. However, I was just like, you know, how am I gonna handle this? So I talked to the GM. Talked to the GM, y'all. GM was like, Steph, you need me? Y'all, hold on. Back, y'all. Sorry. Like I was saying, I think last thing I said, Bill had everybody in the damn store knew that I sent Loss Prevention something about Bill, okay? And when I tell y'all they was treating me like shit, it was like they act like they ain't want to listen. But because I'm not that type of manager and I don't play that shit, if I tell y'all ass to do something and it is not something that I will not do, best believe, don't be acting like you're not gonna do it. Oh no. No. We're not gonna play them games. Hold on, y'all. So, y'all, I had to talk to the GM. I had to like call the GM into the stock room, lock the stock room, and I had to just vent to her this particular day because I told her that these people in here trying to like run me ragged. And y'all, that was when I first experienced my first panic attack, okay? Because you work with 150 plus people and these people are acting like you are the enemy, not knowing that what Bill did was wrong. But what that retail associate did was wrong too. And like, I tried to have that retail associate reprimanded because for one, the email was not addressed to you. Wasn't addressed to you, it was addressed to me. You take it upon yourself to be, I'm gonna go tell a bitch. I'm gonna go tell everybody about what Stephanie did. So y'all, 3 weeks. 3 weeks with all this anxiety, all this like frustration going on because everybody is like, just, they like, oh, we gonna get Steph. We gonna get Steph. We gonna make her quit. We gonna make her quit. Now y'all, when I tell y'all anxiety, that's when I first spent my first anxiety attack. Every time I would pull up to the job, literally I just had anxiety because it was what is the word I'm looking for? It was a hostile work environment. So y'all, I went to the doctor because I was having headaches. I was having, like, I couldn't sleep, suffering from real bad insomnia because I couldn't sleep because this shit was on my mind. Like, literally, like, I was being bullied at the workplace. So y'all, I went to see my doctor, my primary care person, and y'all, when I tell y'all, she put this to me so simple that she made me really like reevaluate like life, period. Because I think at this time, y'all, I was going through some stuff, even with like my mom too, because you have to know things that literally like triggers your stress levels. And back in the day, y'all, my mama, she used to do it. She can't do it now because I have control over it. I don't allow it to be done to me no more because I pay attention to things that trigger that anxiety and I handle it immediately, okay? Because my health is important to me. So when I went to the doctor, we talked about all the things that was bothering me as far as no sleep. She was trying to give me sleeping pills. I didn't want to take them because I knew I have to go to work, okay? We lived in Atlanta, y'all, and like we was living really good, okay? Like really good. And like I told y'all, when we left Atlanta, that was the first time we moved and I was unemployed because there were no positions with Cracker Barrel, literally where we moved at to Valdosta. People in Valdosta don't leave their jobs, y'all. So what happened was this next. She tried to give me sleeping pills. I told her no. I told her I'm just gonna have to work this shit out, and you know, I'm gonna have to find ways to go to sleep. She told me about melatonin, and you know, she was like, Stephanie, I really think there's something that you need to also consider. You're working in a stressful environment. It's not helping your health right now. Therefore, you need to make a change. And I was like, well, what kind of change you think I need to make? And she said, I think it may be time for you to find another job. And I'm like, are you serious? And she was like, yes. And her reply to me was, it's simple. You either have to say, do you want to live or do you want to die? And of course I'm going to say, I want to live, y'all. I'm still living, right? I'm still here. I'm here to tell this story to y'all. And so she told me that she thought that I probably needed to take a break from the place. I needed to be off. I needed to like get my mind together, and you know, I need to take care of me. Or because she was like, my symptoms and what I was going through was going to get worse. So y'all, I didn't take her advice. I wouldn't take the sleeping pills or anything like that. Went back to work. Y'all, this one particular day, like literally, like I was tough, okay? And I'm the type of person, y'all, if I get pissed to the point like I'm ready to fight, y'all know that thing they say, you know, walk away. It's time to walk away. And so I remember this day, Bill was working with me, and I told y'all the hierarchy, right? Bill was trying to utilize the GM to try to kind of muscle me a little bit, right? And like I told y'all, me and the GM, we thick as thieves, right? We tight. And so at the time, my GM, it was a female at the time. She was trying to leave the barrel because she was saying that it drives her crazy too. The foolery that goes on in this place, dealing with the management, dealing with the staff. And she just was like, sometimes she just has to think, okay, is it all really worth it? So y'all, she asked me what was I gonna do. I told her I didn't know. But that particular day literally took me over the edge. So it was on it was on a Thursday. I remember this. I got home from work. Y'all got home at like 4 o'clock. I could not sleep. I couldn't eat. My stomach, I was having digestion problems, the whole nine. Like y'all, like literally like in a 1 month time frame, like I lost like 12 pounds off of stress alone. So couldn't sleep that night. I was up all night. I had took melatonin, the whole nine, and could not sleep. I had not been asleep like within like maybe a 3-day time frame. Like the most rest I would get was like an hour. So that Friday morning, I had a buddy, a retail buddy, that she worked for the company as well. And she was like, you know, trying to coach me along on how to handle the situation, the whole nine. She called me that morning and she was like, Steph, I heard what happened yesterday. She's like, I'm going to tell you something. Call EAP. She had been telling me to call EAP. And for the 3 weeks, I have been calling EAP and keeping them like in the loop of what was going on. If you do not know what EAP is, it is Employee Assistance Program, where you can call and speak to a counselor if shit is going on at the job. Like, they try to help you through it. So there was record on file of me calling for like 3 weeks. She said, Steph, I think you need to go back to the doctor. And I was like, okay. She was like, listen, I am your friend. Been here, done that. She one of them people who done been with the company for 20 plus years. She was like, go to the doctor. If the doctor take you out of work, let it happen. That's not the type of manager I am. However, in this particular situation, for me to maintain my sanity, my health, and just my pride, okay? Who I am. I went to the doctor that morning. My doctor took me in at the last minute. And this time, y'all, she didn't even give me an option. She said, I'm taking you out of work. She said, because you won't fall back from the situation, I'm going to force you to. Y'all, she typed up a letter. While I was at the office, I faxed the letter to said DM. Told her that doctor took me out for 10 days. Now, this is how I went to Dominican on their ass. Y'all, I already had a vacation planned for after these 10 days. Like, it just bled on into my already planned vacation. So, y'all, I was out of the building literally for 1 whole month. Because she took me out for 10 days, reevaluated, took me out another 7 days, and then I had 2 weeks of vacation. So the whole entire month of June, I was not in the building, y'all. Now let me tell y'all what they thought happened while I was gone. They thought Stephanie got fired, y'all, because all of a sudden I was at work that Thursday and then they ain't see my ass no more. So they thought I got the boot. They thought nobody knew, because y'all know it's right. It's confidential information. They can't say that the doctor pulled you out. They can't tell people shit like that. They just gotta be like, oh, Stephanie won't be back until I'll keep you on notice. Y'all went to Dominican on their ass. When I tell y'all that was like the 1 month, like literally, I truly learned how to take care of me. My mind, my spirit, my body. You know, I was able to spend some quality time with my husband because he was on vacation. Because I told y'all we had already planned a vacation. Girls was in Florida at the families. It was a way for me to like really debrief, take myself out that element, and get myself back together. Now, I'm gonna tell y'all what happened next. Y'all, me and Bill, we had words. Because when I did go back to work a month later, I was brand new. It's brand new. I had done recuperated, got my thoughts together, figured out how I was gonna handle this situation. And I just said that when I got back, I was giving myself 2 weeks. That if in 2 weeks I didn't feel like this is for me, I was gonna be leaving the company because yeah, I loves me. I loves me, okay? And I want to be around for my children, my husband, my family. So it's like I had to learn how to conquer this monster, in which I did. I did. Now let me tell you, 1 month later, I showed back up to the job. Nobody knew I was coming. The only person knew was the DM. She met me there that morning at 9 o'clock sharp. Y'all, I walked in. I had on a fresh 2-piece black and white pinstriped suit, okay? Big ascot collar, the whole shebang. Hair was laid, okay? Face beat. And yes, I walked in there. I had them red lips on, and I was like, bitch, I'm back. Y'all, when I tell you, when I walked in the door, you would have thought they saw a damn ghost, okay? Because they was like, I thought she got fired. I thought she got fired. I thought she quit. No, I just took some time for me. And I'm about to come back and I'm going to show y'all better than I can tell you. DM met me that morning, sat right in the middle of the restaurant. Sat there, we went over everything that has gone on in the month that I was gone, expectations for when I come back, sat down with the GM, this is what's gonna happen, talked to LP, they came in. Y'all, don't ask me, but I really felt like Bill had 9 lives because Bill somehow was able to produce a receipt that they didn't purchase it, but somebody else purchased it for them. And this is what's gonna happen. So because me and Bill had tension, me and Bill had to have a conversation, y'all. Had to. And there was no mediator between me and Bill.
His name was Bill for real?
No.
Oh, I didn't think so. I'm like...
Exactly. Jazz smart. She's smart. She was like, you know it wasn't Bill. But me and Bill had to have a come to Jesus. And we had to have an understanding. Look, you don't trust me, I damn sure enough don't trust you. However, the sheriff is back. And technically, I'm your boss too. So you know what? You need to really squash this shit with the staff thinking like they not gonna listen to me, they're not gonna follow direction. You need to squash that because you're gonna get your people who love you, you're gonna get their ass fired. How about that? Y'all, Bill wasn't ready. Bill wasn't ready. Bill was like, okay, I guess I couldn't bully her. I couldn't like get rid of her. She ain't going nowhere. I had to take that month off, y'all. Retail, literally, that was the one time I can honestly say that retail kicked my ass. And being a manager, I had to reevaluate the situation. Like, it's gonna be me or them. And I made a choice. It's gonna be me. It's gonna be me. Because if I went back and 2 weeks later, if I felt like I couldn't handle this anymore, it was time for me to move on. Ask me if me and Bill ever reunited. Yes and no. Because Bill had a situation come up. Bill needed me to be supportive. Bill knew that I was the only one like them on the management team. And yes, this is the one time where you want yours to represent you. And the fight that Bill was having, it was a legitimate fight. It was a fight that I was like, you know what, that shit ain't right. However, Bill and I did come to a consensus where we could work together, yet we don't have to see each other outside work. We don't have to hang out. We don't have to talk. We ain't girls. We ain't boys. We ain't none of them, okay? It's just that when we in this building, we need to be cohesive. We need to get along. And we need to let the staff see that you have my back and I got yours. Y'all, when I tell you retail management shenanigans is real. It's real. Like, ain't no getting away from it. Like, real talk. Employees, managers, people will try you. They will. And you got to be ready with your game face on when it happened because they'll try to get the best of you. I had so many situations happen with employees. And I told y'all one time before, I told y'all at Charlotte Ruth, Y'all, this one didn't even have, it wasn't even with an employee. It was with a customer. Like, the lady, the girl, and her friends, they stole from the store with a stroller. My little mini me at the time, she was like, Steph, you need to get out here. You need to get out here. She was like, they stealing. I come out, y'all, girl got all kinds of stuff in the stroller. Baby in the stroller too, okay? Y'all, this heifer, I go to the door and I literally set the alarm off on purpose. Yep, I did it. I ain't gonna even lie. Set it off on purpose. However, I was right. Because it's a thing that when you know, you gotta know. You can't just be pulling people and assuming that people stealing and you ain't seen it, you ain't witnessed it. That's the whole thing. They say that if you don't witness it, technically it don't happen. Well, the heifer was still stealing when I came out and saw everything, okay? Set the alarm off. I told her I needed to check her stuff. She said she didn't buy anything from us. True enough, she didn't, y'all. However, she gets out. I followed her. She went and sat down in front of the store with her baby, and she was like, she gotta feed her baby and stuff. I'm like, feed your baby, do what you gotta do, but security is on the way, okay? Y'all, she sat there, her friends left her. Young mother, had to be about 20, 21, left her there. She was there, I was holding on her stroller, just rocking the baby. Told her that, I'm not going anywhere until I get my stuff. Security showed up. They asked her before they even looked at stuff, do you have anything that you have not purchased? She said no. Okay. They went ahead. They started going through the stroller. Y'all, in the umbrella part, all you saw was Charlotte Ruth's panties and earrings and jewelry. That's all you saw. So she got about $60 worth of stuff from me. Under the baby, where the baby was in the baby carriage, the girl had stuff from BB, R&B, oh my gosh, Abercrombie. She had like over $700. I want to say almost $800 worth of merchandise in the stroller, okay? They get everything. They asked her, they was like, you need to call somebody because somebody need to come pick up your child because you going down today. Y'all, she was like, nobody could come. So somebody from Child Protective Services, when the police came, they got her baby. I was able to get all the merchandise back. I gotta go walk and take all this shit back to all these stores and be like, boo, you got to. Here go your stuff. Y'all, let me tell you, this is a lesson I learned from that one. My husband was so mad at me that day because he was like, I don't care that you work for a company and you trying to protect the assets. He was like, who gonna protect you? James painted a picture for me. He was like, that girl could have pulled out a gun, a blade. She could have been like, bitch, let my shit go. Like, I'm not standing here, I'm not waiting. He said it could have went so left. And I was like, you're absolutely right. I didn't think about it like that. But y'all, this is when I was younger. I was like late 20s, early 30s. You know, it was important to me when I first got into my first like retail management position. I took it serious. I still do take it serious. It's just it ain't that serious to me anymore, okay? Because clearly we live in a world where people are crazy and people will do some shit like that. And he just told me he never ever wanted me to put myself in a position where I could get hurt or harmed, to get $800 worth of merchandise back. You live and you learn, and that was a big ass lesson learned for me. Sharing with y'all these shenanigans because it's a lot that goes on behind the scenes that the consumer, the customer don't see. And some people take their jobs serious. Some people take great pleasure in, you know, being very customer service and very, you know, oriented in that fashion. You know, people like to talk. I'm one of them people. I like to talk. I like to engage with others and stuff like that. Yet at the same time, sometimes I have to question myself, like, Steph, it's not worth it. You know, some situations you have to turn a blind eye to. Like I said, long as it is not making my integrity questionable, I can look away, because people are just crazy these days, y'all. They really are. So y'all, I'm about to finish my face. I got to go. I got to go. And I am going to be simple when I take this picture today. I ain't putting on no bright lipstick or nothing. I'm just going to be cute just like this, you know. Nice clean look. And this is a different lash than what I wear like on a daily, but I am going to come back and I'm gonna finish out this vlog with y'all. How about it? Alright, y'all. I got dressed and now I'm off to go get this ID card. Jasmine was like, Mommy, you really got on a hat for your ID card? Well, I gotta take the hat off, y'all. Clearly, it's like I'm concealing my identity if I don't take the damn thing off. However, when I take it off, my hair not messed up. It's not that type of hat. It just sits. It don't smush. So, y'all, Jasmine's like, Mommy, you got so many story times that you could tell people about. She thought I was telling y'all about this one that involved my male GM at Cracker Barrel. I ain't gonna lie. And y'all, I'm gonna say his name. I'm gonna say his name because I ain't like him like that. I ain't like him, period, okay? Ladies, have you ever worked for a man or worked with a man? Let me put it that way. Because remember, I told y'all the GM and the retail manager was partners, okay? Have you ever worked with a man and, dog, y'all, that paper is getting on my damn nerves, okay? And I'm in the car. I know it's getting on y'all's. Ever worked with a man that he thought women should be beneath him? Y'all, I worked for a guy. Let me keep rephrasing that. I worked with a guy like that. And when I tell y'all, he was like, it was almost like he came to our Cracker Barrel. He transferred from another store and he came to work at my location. Yet he came with this thought in mind that he wanted to bring his retail manager from his old store to the new store, you know, to mine in Norcross, okay? This was my last year that I was at Cracker Barrel that this happened. And just so happened that I had a male DM at this time. And I liked, he was cool, y'all. His name was Sean. Sean was all that, okay? He was a little man. Like when I say little, y'all, I'm talking like my height, okay? And he was Italian. And he just was real cool, real down to earth, you know, easy to work for, you know, long as you do what you gotta do, he got no problems with you. I was expressing to him some of my concerns about Fred, okay? And how I felt like Fred had something against me from day one. Like, first day we met, I was late to work that day. And I had called and I had told him I was running behind because my sister was living with me at the time. And like, I was trying to help her out with, you know, getting set up. So I let them know I was gonna be late. First time he met me, y'all, he wrote me up. First time. After I done called my DM and told him that I was gonna be late. It's not something that is like common or normal. Yet he wrote me up. I refused to sign it, straight up. I was like, so you a joke? And so he was like, so you're not gonna sign it? Nope, I'm not. I was like, so you could just put that in my file that you got for me, whatever. But y'all, let me tell you, it kept getting worse. From our first meeting, it got worse. We never got off on the ground good, and like he was like trying to tell me how I was going to be versus coming in, filling everybody out, you know, finding out what people's strengths are, the areas of opportunity. He didn't do that. He just came in blazing. All right. So let me just tell y'all, fast forward 5 months go by, okay? And apparently I didn't know that he was partnering with his DM, because we both had different DMs. There was a restaurant DM and a retail DM. He was partnering with his restaurant DM, making all these complaints about me wearing high heels, y'all, okay? High heels. And I'm sorry, but as y'all already know, I'm a very fashion forward chick. And even at the Cracker Barrel, y'all, they couldn't country me up, okay? They couldn't like make me dress like I didn't belong, you know what I'm saying? They just couldn't. And I still was very professional, and in this time of my career, y'all, I used to wear a lot of pencil skirts, blouses, high waist trouser pants. And because I'm short and because I have an issue with my arch, I'm not somebody who can wear flats every day, all day. I just can't. So I would buy specific heels for work. I worked in a restaurant, so of course y'all know grease will eat up your shoes. So y'all, I wouldn't spend a whole lot of money on my shoes though, the ones that I wore to work. But one particular day, he was in there. All of them was in there. And my DM happened to be there too. And the restaurant DM was there doing a visit with Fred. So the restaurant DM, he told me I look nice. I was like, thank you. He was like, you always look nice, Stephanie. And I was like, okay, thank you. So then he pulled me to the side and he said, can I ask you not to wear those heels anymore? And I said, why? I mean, if you're gonna ask me that, you gotta follow that up with a why. And he said that because I was a distraction. I was like, okay, you're gonna have to explain that a little bit more to me. He said that because I wear heels and because I dressed like in pencil skirts and blouses, and you could see that I was a curvy woman, he said that I was the distraction amongst my male peers. There was only one other female manager on this team of about 10, okay? Me and her, and she was a restaurant manager. And he said I was the distraction. I was like, okay. So he said that that's what he would prefer me not to do. So I then told my DM what was said to me, and he thought it was like, what? Like, what the fuck? Like, for real? And I was like, I said, before we make a big issue out of this, I said, I want to call HR, and I just want to make sure that I am within dress code guidelines, because nowhere in the book it says you cannot wear heels. Nowhere in the book does it say you cannot wear pencil skirts, okay? Nowhere in the book it says you're going to discriminate against a woman because she got a figure, okay? Y'all got with HR, and HR told me that I was absolutely right. They also contacted my DM and my previous DM, and they were like, she's always dressed very professionally, never provocative. I don't know, like, what it could be. So my DM, he asked me, he was like, I'm wondering, like, are you a distraction for Fred? Because clearly Fred was like one of these white men who want to be cool, who want to be accepted, who want to be liked, but at the same time you want to be looked at as you the big bad boss, okay? So to me, very male chauvinistic, very male, like he was very male, he was a male chauvinist, all right? So y'all, one day I came into work. This was like maybe 2 weeks later. We was getting ready to go to Florida for a manager conference, and Sean got tired of this, my DM. So I showed up to work one day. It was in the afternoon, I was closing, and Sean met me at the door. He said, Stephanie, he said, I want you to go put your stuff down, and he was like, and meet us in the dining room. And I was like, okay, yeah, I'll do that. He said, it's gonna be me, you, Fred, and Greg all at the table. And I was like, okay, cool. Now in my mind, I'm like, I feel like I done been like, you know, they done like, they finna shank me, okay? Cause why the hell I gotta sit down with all four of y'all for, okay? So, blindsided, wasn't expecting this, the whole shebang. However, I did later find out that my DM felt it was best not to make me aware of the situation that was about to go down, because he really wanted my natural reaction to this. So I was like, whatever. So y'all, we sit down in a corner, okay? Corner, like it was kind of semi-private, but people could see us. Fred sat in the corner, like next to the wall. Fred, and then it was me. Then across the table was Greg sitting by the wall, and then Sean. So Sean said that him and Greg felt like it was time that me and Fred sat down and finally got to the bottom of why we have such a horrible working relationship with one another, and they wanted to get down to the bottom of it. And so Sean said, Steph, we're gonna let Fred go first, and then you can follow up. He asked me to please be quiet throughout the whole time. I would have my time to speak to said Fred when it was my time to speak. So I was like, cool, I'm good. Y'all, Fred gonna bust out and say that from day one, he thought I was disrespectful. He said I showed up to work late. He said he gave me a write-up, and he said I refused to sign it. He said I'm very confrontational, very, he felt like I wasn't fit to do the job. He felt like somebody else could literally come in here and do better. And he was like, he doesn't see what the hype is about me. He was like, he heard all of this stuff about me before he got there, and he didn't see the hype. Okay. So y'all, when I tell y'all my blood was boiling, it was, y'all, I was hot, okay? But I sat there and I was quiet. I listened. So then Sean said, is that it, Fred? That's it. He said, yeah. So he said, Stephanie, you can either, you know, respond to that, or you can just go on and say what you gotta say. I said, first I'm gonna respond to it. Y'all, I have never been so nice to somebody while telling them about themselves as I was this particular day. Because I was in the restaurant and people were dining around us. I had to make sure I keep my cool. Y'all, I told Fred, I said, first of all, I was like, the reason why we have the relationship we have, I said, is because the first time you met me in person, I was like, you had already formed an opinion about me before even talking to me. And the fact that I happened to be late that day, you said you was writing me up for being tardy. Okay, what a way to meet somebody, okay? Not introduce yourself to me, not, you know, Steph, let's sit down, let's have, you know, conversation, let's get to know one another, you know, I've heard a lot about you, could you elaborate on this, on that? And I'm like, no, you never gave me a chance from day one. Second, I'm like, you know, you clearly don't like me. And I'm like, that's perfectly fine. I said, because second, I said, first and foremost, I'm like, you know, you're always talking about we're married. No, the fuck we're not, because you could never be my husband. You ain't man enough to be my fucking husband, okay? I ain't say fucking, y'all, but I did say, you're not man enough to be my man, okay? You're not. Second, let's get this shit straight. I'm like, I don't know what you heard about me. I said, but if you heard correct, you would have heard that I came into this store, they was down double digits. I flipped this shit like within 6 months to a year, flipped it. Here it is, I done been here 2 years. We are double digit in the increase, in the black, baby, okay? And in Cracker Barrel terms, in the blue, all right? Shrink has significantly dropped since I have worked here. Y'all, when I took over this store, we was like, oh my God, almost double digits in shrink. And if you are retail, you know that is not a good thing, not at all, okay? Woo, that's poor management, all right? I got it down before I left, y'all, got it down to a 1.6, okay? The goal at any company is 2% or below. Finally got us in the blue on that too. I'm like, so if you had heard anything, you would know that I'm an asset to you, and I'm not trying to be your enemy. However, that's the way you wanted to approach this. I'm like, let's go there. I said, let me tell you about you. You are disconnected from the business. Everything that you just said to me is fucking personal. It's not about facts, okay? It's not facts. It's about how you personally feel about me. And I said, and granted, you don't have to like me, but you will respect me. And I don't gotta like you, but I can respect your position, okay? You're not my homie. I'm not your girl. You're not that dude. You're not none of those things to me. You are the general manager of Cracker Barrel at Norcross, Georgia. That is what you are. I'm like, let me break this all the way down for you. Y'all, I told him, you sat here and clearly you had conversation with your DM about my dress code. Let's talk about yours. You are overweight for a man. And y'all, I'm not lying, I'm not exaggerating. He was 300 plus pounds. He was about 6'4", okay? And he was sloppy, okay? Sloppy. Always looked like he never ironed, shirt never looked clean, tie. This is somebody that you are supposed to embody every position in the restaurant atmosphere, okay? You can be the cook, the dishwasher, the janitor. You could be it all, okay? But you don't look like it all. When there was a problem in the store, they came to me because I looked like I ran that shit, okay? He didn't. You're sloppy, okay? Learn to look your part. Learn to dress the part, okay? Maybe the staff will respect you. Maybe. Just maybe. Ass always, every time he bend over, you gotta see the crack of his ass. Wear a damn belt, man, okay? Y'all, in that meeting, this grown 300 plus pound man, I made him cry. I made him cry. Didn't raise my voice, but I was very firm, matter of fact. I even turned to him because he was sitting right by me. I even turned to him because I wanted him to see and feel where I was coming from. You come for me, you better come. You better come with some facts. You better come with some logistics, okay? Because right now, all you bringing to the table is your personal damn feelings. And guess what? In this environment, that don't count. He gathered himself, and I sat there. After I done like kind of pushed myself away from him a little bit, gathered myself, and he said that he did not know I felt all of those things about him. Yet everything that he felt about me, I knew, because he was the type of person that he ran his mouth, and people would come and say stuff. People would come talk about it. And I asked him, I said, you know what? When they mentioned something to me about my dress code, I knew that was you. Stop being subpar and get your shit together. You make over $100 grand a year. Get your shit together. Look like you the damn boss, okay? I told him that, y'all. I told him that, and he sat there and he apologized to me because he was like, everything I stated was facts. Like, you could go back and you can look at this shit, okay? I'm not pulling this information out my ass. I'm somebody that if I'm gonna talk it, I'm gonna back it, okay? I'm not somebody just to be shooting you shit just to be shooting it, okay? Y'all, he apologized to me. He did, and he said he had me pegged all wrong. Because at that same managers conference that we went to 2 weeks ago, this dude, this motherfucker, y'all, he gonna come to me like after we had the meeting and he think he cool with me and shit now. He gonna tell me something. He like to coordinate with me at the conference so people know we come from Norcross. We are that dynamic duo management team. Get the fuck out of here. No. I told him, I said, only man I coordinate with is my husband. And I don't want nobody thinking we together, okay? And I told him, y'all, before we even left the table that day, I said, you know, I don't have to like you personally, but I do have to work with you. And I'm okay with us having a better working relationship moving forward, as long as you know how to talk to me, because you're not going to talk to me like he felt like women shouldn't be in position of power. And I'm sorry. Them days for that shit is over. That shit is gone. We don't do that shit no more. Definitely not in 2018, okay? Child, you better check the woman's credential. Shit, women around here running businesses and operating shit and starting shit every damn day. Like, come on. Don't sleep on us, okay? My DM sat there next to Fred DM, and Fred DM said, Stephanie, apologies for me too. He was like, because you know what, before he came in this store, I had a great working relationship with you. And he was like, you know that saying how you get to know people through other people. And he was like, he started to change the way I saw you based off of what he was telling me. And he was like, are you sure we're talking about the same Stephanie? And he was like, I apologize for not giving you the opportunity to have checked this before. He was like, because I'm in here a whole lot more and I see things. And he was like, and I know what you have done for the store. I know the changes and how impactful and the asset that you are to this store. He was like, so you know what, apologies from me too, because he was like, you know what, I shouldn't have allowed this to get this far. I was like, okay. When we got up from that table, y'all, my DM, he said, Stephanie, how did you think that went? I said, I think that went perfectly fine. He said, I knew this was gonna happen when I talked to you yesterday. He said, but I could not tell you. He said, because I wanted Fred to get 100% you. I didn't want you to have to think about what you were gonna say, how you were gonna say it. I just wanted you to just say it. And he was like, I think he get the message. I said, I think he do. Y'all, he was coming for me about everything. And like I said, it was like his personal opinion. He said that I wear colored hair. My hair used to be red, y'all, when we lived in Atlanta, okay? Red. All shades of red, let's just be honest. However, he felt like that was a problem. He said that that is not a color that can naturally grow out your head. I'm like, where you been? What rock you done been living up under? Because people grow red hair out their head every day. In Cracker Barrel, y'all, it was, if you cannot grow this color hair out your hair naturally, you could not wear different colors. So you could not be at Cracker Barrel wearing pink and purple and blue hair these days, okay? Because they ain't trying to hear that shit. But I told him he needs to catch up with the times. We live and we work in Atlanta, Georgia, the hair capital of the world, okay? And you're telling me this is where hair, fly-ass hair, originates from. And you talking about being plain? This ain't country. We ain't in Lebanon. Oh, y'all, I was so through with him. So through with him. And let me tell y'all, he tightened up. He did. He worked on his wardrobe because, like I said, we was getting ready to go to the management conference, and it is a 1 week long event. And we were going to Hollywood, Florida at the Diplomat Mall, and all Cracker Barrels was going to be in attendance. And trust, y'all, this was the funny part. You talk all that personal shit about me, but that's the same y'all brought home Grammys, okay? Grammys from the type of manager I was. I got highest percent of increase for the year. I got highest percent in for last year going against plan, and I think I had got best shrink, most improvement in shrink. That's the shit y'all know when people be stealing the loss, okay? And then I got a personal award from my DM because he told me that I fit the bill. I was gonna change the way the retail manager was looked at Cracker Barrel, because we ain't back in them days, y'all, where we wearing fucking overalls and t-shirts and got a piece of scrawl sticking out of the mouth talking about howdy. No. Catch up with the times. Y'all, I'm a passionate manager. I believe wherever I've worked, it's because that's where I wanted to work and not because I just got a job. I think it's very important for people to work where you feel like you are going to make change, an impact, be a positive influence, yet get your job done. Get your job done. It's that easy. I hope y'all have enjoyed today's story time, because it's a long one. This is a long one, y'all, and I'm sorry it's long, but I've been trying to get some of these out, and I got more if y'all want more. I do. I got a lot more. 24 years of management experience. I could put out another vlog. I could put out another story time video, because I got that much more. I got that many. I got some dealing with just how you handle managers and how you handle employees, fellow employees, and how sometimes people stab you in the back and you ain't even ready for it. But like I said, shit happens, you know what I'm saying? It happens. You just gotta be ready to know how to deal with it. So y'all, I'm almost to this gate, and I will see y'all later on, because Vlogmas starts tomorrow. I'm so excited. Be ready. It's my favorite month, or second favorite month of the year, okay? Because y'all, you could just wear your shit for whatever, because it's that time of the year. Just do you, boo. You feel me?